Alright, picture this. You're out for a walk in the park, surrounded by a sea of green. The trees arch overhead, their leaves rustling gently in the breeze, and the grass cushions your every step. It's peaceful, almost magical, and you can't help but feel refreshed. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs with that fresh, crisp air. It feels amazing, right? Well, you can thank the nearest plant for that burst of life-giving oxygen. But, have you ever stopped to wonder how plants actually make oxygen? It's something we all rely on, but most of us never think about how it gets there. It's not magic, it's pure biology at work. Let's crack open the secret life of plants, and trust me, after this, you'll see them in a whole new light. They're not just background scenery, they're the unsung heroes of our planet. So here's the big question. How do plants turn sunlight into that life-saving stuff we breathe? It's a process that's been happening for millions of years, quietly keeping our world alive. It's all about a process called photosynthesis. That might sound like a big, intimidating word, but don't worry, it's actually pretty straightforward once you break it down. Imagine plants as tiny, green factories, working 24/7, never taking a break. Day and night, they're busy making food and oxygen, not just for themselves, but for every living thing around them. Inside every leaf, there are millions of little cells packed with something called chlorophyll. Think of chlorophyll as the plant's secret superpower. That's the green pigment that gives leaves their vibrant color. It's what makes forests look so lush and alive. But chlorophyll does more than just look good. It's a pro at soaking up sunlight, acting like a solar panel for the plant. When sunlight hits the leaf, chlorophyll gets supercharged, capturing energy from the sun and setting off a chain reaction inside the plant. It uses that energy to mix water, which the roots have sucked up from the soil, with carbon dioxide that the plant pulls in from the air. It's like a chef gathering ingredients for a recipe. Here's where the magic happens. The plant splits the water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen, using the sun's energy as the spark. The hydrogen gets stashed away to help make glucose, the plant's food which it uses to grow, repair itself, and even store energy for later. And the leftover oxygen? That gets pumped out straight into the air as a byproduct. It's like the plant's way of giving back to the world. That's the oxygen I'm breathing right now. And you are too. Every breath you take is a little gift from the plant kingdom. But wait, there's more. For every molecule of glucose made, the plant releases 6 molecules of oxygen. That's a lot of oxygen for just a little bit of plant food. Imagine how much oxygen a big tree pumps out every single day. One mature tree can provide enough oxygen for several people to breathe for a whole year. That's why forests are sometimes called the lungs of the earth. They're constantly filtering the air, removing carbon dioxide, and filling it with fresh oxygen. Now here's something cool. Plants don't just do this for us. This process is essential for almost all life on Earth, from the tiniest insects to the largest mammals. Without photosynthesis, there'd be no oxygen for animals, including us humans. Every creature that breathes owes its life to the green world around us. Even ocean plants, like algae, are champions at churning out oxygen, producing more than half of the oxygen in the atmosphere. The oceans are like a hidden forest, working just as hard as the ones on land. So, next time you're sitting under a tree or looking at a houseplant, remember, they're working hard, quietly keeping you alive. Even the smallest potted plant on your windowsill is part of this incredible cycle. Give them a thank you. Maybe even talk to your plants. They're better listeners than you think. If you found this as mind-blowing as I did, hit that like button, share with your mates, and let me know in the comments which plant you want to thank next. Let's spread the word about our leafy lifesavers. Keep exploring, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one.